Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you is. Wherever you are, you know, welcome. Cali Truck Stop Theater. And it's early Sunday morning out here in Nevada. You know, um, it's nice and quiet out here, really. But I'm gonna do this video on a couple of things actually. Um, One is that here just recently I'm still working at Werner, but I have gotten myself onto another account. Um, so I'm not doing the 48 states over the road anymore. I'm now doing more of a Western states type of route, and I'm pushing that Starbucks, just pushing that Starbucks. And so far that this account is, not bad. Supposed to give me a little bit more money. What the heck was that? Dang. Anyways, so yeah, I'm out here in Minden, Nevada, and I'm just waiting for I saw something black just run across the parking lot. I don't know what the hell that was. Anyways, um, yeah, I'm out here waiting for a load, and so far it's been okay. I'm running the Western states, and yeah, like I said, it's supposed to yield up a little bit more money than what I was making with over the road. And I'm saying that just because with the over the road experience that I've had doing the 48 states, I was not really satisfied um, with the money that I was making, although I had the potential to make quite a bit of money. But I felt that my fleet manager at the time and the that back office team was not really working in my favor to to maximize my pockets, my paychecks. I found myself sitting quite a bit. And when your pay is based upon the wheels running, and you don't get to roll all that much, you're not making very much money. Yeah, uh, I was getting per diem, so I was, depending on the kind of miles that I was making, I could be getting an additional, $300 something dollars a week, um, with my pay. But that's only if I ran the maximum amount of miles, um, that they would give for that per diem. Otherwise, it would just be based upon the amount of miles that I ran, and sometimes it'd be like 100 something, 200 something dollars of per diem. But also on top of that, with having to sit back quite a bit, that was taken away from my money, and getting some of these bogus jobs that I thought was, well, at least what I thought was, kind of bogus. You know, uh, these little short haul trips, and live unloads and live unloads and loads, live loads. That also takes away from your money because you're not really paying, you're not really getting paid for that. So, anytime that the wheels weren't running, you weren't out there progressing somewhere, you weren't really making no money. So I was making some pretty, what I would consider pretty decent checks, where I would take home, about 1,000 a week, but that wasn't always the case, and so I found myself making about as much as what I was making when I was being trained, which is peanuts. I'm like, this ain't working for me. So the Starbucks account had attracted me, to it. Typically running less miles, or the average miles are less. What is it, about 2,300? I think it was 2,300 miles is what they advertise as average. When I was doing the 48 states, the average mileage that they was advertising was about 2,500. And so that was another thing too, is I was sometimes having problems trying to make 2,500. On a good week, I was actually doing about 3,000, 3,000 plus miles a week, and that's pretty much what I'd like to do is just keep running like that, because if I'm constantly running, hey, 3,000 miles, that's in a week, that's not bad. But with the Starbucks account, it's a little simple. They advertise average miles as slightly less, about 2,300. But if they got freight for me to move, I can move 2,500 plus, and it's kind of different for me, because even with this account, I am doing some sitting, which I'm doing right now. I'm waiting for the load, but and I'm not getting per diem, but I'm getting close to the same amount of money that I was making over the road with per diem. Close to the same amount. But on this one, so far, I've been averaging about, well, I just say it's been okay. There has been some significant downtime. So, but all in all, it seems like less work for more money, which is always a nice thing. But I'd rather just keep on moving and make even more. So I'm just waiting for that ship to roll in, where I'm constantly moving, hustling and bustling, and bringing in them nice checks, So that was one thing, I just updating here. I'm on a different account, just trying to get used to that. Get used to this account where I'm just pushing Starbucks. I'm picking up Starbucks loads, or picking up like just this morning I picked up a whole shipment of coffee beans and brought it to the factory. Sometimes I'm shipping out product to distribution centers, things like that. So it's not bad. I thought I'd be smelling a lot of coffee all the time, but that's not the case. Whatever the heck they're doing to make the coffee, it doesn't always smell like coffee. I mean, even when I go inside into the lobby there, I don't smell no coffee. But what I do smell is, I don't know what that is that stinks, but I was looking for a fish tank that hadn't been cleaned, because that's what it smelled like in the lobby. I'm like, they got a fish tank up in here, and smell like they hadn't cleaned it out. I didn't see no fish tank, so I don't know what the heck that is that stinks like that. But don't smell too much coffee. On occasion, I do smell the coffee, but more often than not, I smell other stuff that don't smell like coffee. So I don't know what they're doing with the coffee. So yeah, I'm on Starbucks, and I'm just living the experience of, you know, just driving on the roads and making the money and trying to figure out ways to make more to get where I'm going, to do what I feel that I need to do. Looks like it might be getting some rain over here. I see the clouds coming up over the mountains here. Let's see if I can show you all. Let's see here. Hold on. Maybe it's coming. Maybe the light adjusts there, but look at the mountains. But it looks like right on up over there is where the storm is brewing and coming. I guess it's gonna come up over the mountain ridge and rain right on down here on top of us. But okay, I might be gone by that time. Maybe